Hey, what's up, it's Noah, and today I'm gonna tell you something about passing. So for those who don't know what passing is, and I'm gonna take my phone for a dictionary, passing, blending, assimilating. Being perceived by others as the particular identity, gender, or cisgender regardless how the individual in question identifies. For example, passing as straight, passing as a cis woman, passing as a youth. This term has become controversial as passing can imply that one is not genuinely what they are passing as. For me, what passing would mean is that people in my surroundings would see me as non-binary or a dude. And that's from the first glance people get from me. Not like after I tell them that I'm non-binary, not after I tell them that I'm a dude. That's what passing is. And I say passing because I do these things anyways. I don't do them for anyone else, I do them because I like to do these things. And at the same time they help me pass, so it's a win-win situation. So the things that I do are the following. First I want to talk about is clothing. So if you want to pass as a dude, because I'm going to specifically talk about that, then I suggest you wear clothes from the male section. But it's also okay if you're a dude and want to wear female clothing, it doesn't matter. Because clothes are just clothes. And I don't think they should have a gender. But if you really want to pass as a dude, then go to the men's section and buy clothes there. So what I typically wear are t-shirts that are this kind of shape. I don't wear these kind of like tight shirts because they really like point out that I have curves and some sort of chest going on here. So I don't really like those shirts anyways. I also wear a lot of hoodies and sweatshirts, and these are my two favorite. So this is my favorite hoodie. It's from The Fucked Life. It's a web shop thing from the UK. And they make really nice clothing, and they're always oversized, so they always, hide that part of your body that you don't want to, point out. And then there's my favorite sweatshirt. I got this from a secondhand store in Brighton, I think. And the nice things about these sweaters is that they make your shoulders look really broad, and that helps. And it also is something that I really like about this. And then there are jeans and trousers. My favorite ones come from Hollister. This is one. And this is another one I have from Hollister. Yeah, I just really like them. And sizes for jeans and trousers can be really difficult, especially when you have a curvy body. So what I suggest is just going to these shops and try them out. See what fits, see what's nice, see what you like, and then just go with that. And if you're not comfortable shopping in an actual clothing shop, then buy them online. And make sure that you have a good return policy, because otherwise you're fucked. And you don't want that, and pay a lot of money for returning your stuff. Other things I like to wear are snapbacks. I mostly wear them like something like this. No, really, but these are awesome. And also pretty cheap if you just buy them from H&M or something. And then there are binders. And if you don't know what binders are these kind of things. This, my friends, is a binder. And as you can see, it compresses whatever I have underneath there. So it makes it flat, which is awesome. I've tried a few brands. The first one I tried was from Amazon. These are these kind of binders. You can put them on like that, and then you have like different sizes you can make them. Very cheap, and they don't bind well. And then there are oh my god. Already voice cracking. And then there are GC2B binders, which are, in my opinion, the best. These are like the half tops, and the one I'm wearing now is a full top, or just a top, whatever, I don't know. And these are really good. They're more expensive, but they also bind well, and they're safer, because the other ones are not as safe as this one. If you want to check out a full review about these two, link is down below. Other things I do are wearing men's deodorant and cologne. This is Axe or Lynx, whatever. And this is cologne from Abercrombie, don't hate me. And there's this funny thing I do, which involves a eyebrow pencil. And you might think like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? Well, I'm gonna show you. So first gotta focus on my face. So as you can see, they become darker. See? Difference. So I fill in my eyebrows. And another thing I do sometimes is this. And there you go. A bit darker, right? So yeah, that's another thing I do, and yeah, it helps and it makes me feel more comfortable, so great. Another thing you can do is get a haircut. And when you go to the barbers, then really tell them that you want a men's haircut. Because if you don't, a lot of people will give you a female's haircut. And I wish it wasn't the case that we have to say like, I want a man's haircut or I want a female's haircut. You could just say like, I want to have a short haircut and just show them, and then no questions asked about your gender. But yeah, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So what I suggest is bring photos of haircuts that you like and show them and say like, I really want it like this and not like some female version of it. Because what happened when I went to the hairdressers to get a short haircut, they cut it into a more female haircut, which sucked because I wanted to look like Justin Bieber and that didn't happen. So really like point out that you want that specific haircut and nothing else. And if you're uncomfortable going by yourself, then bring a friend. That really helped for me as well. Also, like in case you get misgendered, and your friends are also there to, you know, be there and support you. And then there is lowering your voice. And this is for a lot of people a big issue. And I guess I'm lucky that I naturally have a lower voice compared to other people, other trans guys. Like, this is not the normal level that I normally talk with, I guess. Then I would talk something like this, which is way higher, right? But I don't like it like that. So I talk lower because that makes me feel more comfortable. And in the beginning this felt pretty weird to do, but I promise you that once you start doing it and really normalize it and internalize it, then it helps so much. Because I hate it when I hear myself talk and it's like super high pitched. So I really had to like train myself, I guess, to talk lower. It's just something you need to like pay attention to for like a few weeks, and then it comes naturally. And there are also some good videos about how to lower your voice, and I will link those below. Some people that can explain much better than I can. Right, another thing that is important is when you think you are in a more dangerous place or situation where people might be, you know, pretty aggressive against trans people, then don't say that you're trans. And if people ask you like, hey, why you are dressing that way, are you a boy or a girl, then just say you are a boy and say you have a hormone problem. This is what I used to do when I was in Palestine, in Israel, because I had no idea how people thought about, you know, trans people. So I said, I have a hormone problem, so yeah, that's it. Like, I don't have enough testosterone in my body, which is true, but yeah, I would just say that and just end the conversation there, because I don't want to talk about my gender and my appearance all the fucking time, right? So I just say that, and most of the time people will just stop there and be like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And my last tip is confidence. Like, if you get misgendered, be confident and say like, oh wait, but I'm actually a boy. And in my experience, that worked better than explaining like, oh, I'm transgender, this and that, because then you get these conversations with people you don't want to have conversations with about, you know, like the fact that you're trans and all that kind of crap. So what I do is just, I'm like very straightforward. I'm like, no, I'm a boy. And end the conversation there, like not saying anything, not explaining myself. In my experience, then people will be like, oh, okay, cool, of course. Like, how could I not have seen that? Because I said it with so much confidence that people were like, oh right, I got it wrong, you know? Because you don't have to explain yourself every time people say that. So yeah, be confident about those things. And it might be really hard, but in my experience it worked. But also like navigate, right? Because if you are in a situation where you'd be like, okay, I want to tell people that I'm trans, then do so. Like, it's totally up to you if you want to say it or not. You should never feel pressured to tell anyone or explain yourself. People are diverse, and that's how people should, you know, view the world, I think. And my last tip is don't give a fuck about anything I just said. No, really, because, you know, passing is such a stupid thing, because it suggests that people around you have the power to decide who you are and how you identify. And they don't, because you do. And if you identify as a dude, then you are a dude. That's it, end of conversation. You don't need their opinion to be who you are. So take from this video what you want. Just remember that you are always passing, because you are always you, and you are always your identity, no matter what anyone else is saying. And also understand, on the other hand, that it is very nice when you are passing. And I know that because I have that experience myself as well. Like, I feel way happier when people address me as he, him than she, her. So at the same time, it is important for me to pass. But I also want you to know that, like, you don't have to conform to this typical male stereotype if you don't want to. Just do whatever you feel is better for your mental health. And I know that this is not a clear answer, because I'm saying, like, if you want to pass, then do this, but you don't have to pass, because, you know, everyone should be themselves, which is the case, but also at the same time you want to pass. I know. Just try it out and see what works better for you. If you feel like you're really betraying yourself by doing something that is so unnatural to you, then, and that makes you feel more shitty than not passing, then don't do it. Don't do all of these things. Like, just do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, and that's all you need to do. So don't take my advice, do take my advice, see what works for you, and I hope this helped in some way and did not confuse you any more than I already did confuse myself. Anyways, so I'll see you all guys next week. All my social media will be down below. I also made a video recently on the Ambiguity channel about dating as a trans person, so if you want to check that out, link is down below. And see you guys all next week. Later.